Uh-oh.
We are recording. Yeah.
I'll give her the rest of this later because I can't do anything. Hang
Lenny's
on.
naked.
All right, are we going back to combat? Is that what we're starting?
We will be. Give me a moment.
Here, I'll just start with your face.
Well, I still need a moment. Gotta open my crap here.
Open your crap.
Where is it?
How much Mountain Dew did he drink?
Right?
Right?
Are you the
Okay.
the chefs from the Muppets? Bring this thing, this
Okay, I
thing,
think
this
I'm-
thing.
I think I'm good.
Here, board.
Another figure. Damn it.
What do you need?
I needed to grab a figure. It's fine.
That's helpful. Hey,
You know what? I should probably
microwatch.
grab that real quick.
Can you either shut off the house lights and the air conditioner, please?
Should I grab that figure real quick?
Yes, go.
Yep. Okay, give me a second.
I'll tell mommy to get it.
It's a curtain, Danielle. With your eyeballs.
Oh my God! It's all gonna die.
We're
No,
all
just
gonna
me.
die.
I'm the only one dying.
Yay!
So far.
Where did it go?
I'm on my way there. Don't
There
worry.
was much rejoicing.
Rude.
That was for Lenny.
Okay. I knew you guys loved me. Especially several.
Yeah.
We are late.
Consistency.
We are consistently late.
That's not good.
All right, I'm coming. I'm right here.
So our start time is now 6:02.
We should have music playing at like
it's gonna turn red when
5:50.
we're live. Is that what you're saying?
I don't
It's
know.
already red.
Yeah, because
red
They're
just means
recording.
that camera is being shown.
yeah.
So when he goes live, if that's red, as soon as he says we're going live, you speak.
All right, we are going live in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers. We are here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can take a look at our channel, find links to our other content, and that awesome subscribe button. Hit that, and you too can become one of the Elite. Previously on Soul Severed, Lenny was dying.
Bet.
I mean, that's all I've heard lately. So, previously on Soul Severed, the group continued on into Carissus, into the Empire. And they came to a village, and when they left that with a new companion, Anna, she asked if they could check in on a friend of hers. And as they went to check on this friend not far from the village and off the road, it was another druid. What's wrong, Overwatch?
I didn't change the title.
Oh no, he didn't change
We're
the
still
title.
talking
We're
about
working
maps
on that.
apparently.
Yeah.
We're still talking about maps, apparently. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna do
it's
that.
only a mile outside of the destroyed city.
The
Sorry.
topography is very hilly with some terrain,
Yeah.
with some forests.
We have a little bit of a forest here, a little happy forest, and how that works.
Happy Forest.
It's not a happy forest. All right,
It
so
was happy. Until
while
you got
Overwatch
here.
works on that, I will continue with our little recap here. Continuing through the forest, they started hearing a deep, intoning chanting in the language of aberrations, these abominations of nature. And they came across two slug-like things that were masses of jelly and ooze with mouths all over it that they found out were gibbering mouthers. And another being that cut off its own hand and created something else that was moving around the board. The humanoid figure was continuing to chant even as the fight began, right in front of this druid's home. And where we left off, sheets of icy rain had covered everything except for our heroes, United Souls. Everywhere they stood was still dry. There was no ice. Everything else is slicked with ice. The trees had icicles dripping from them. And the door that was made of vines to the druid's home had burst open. And that's going to begin us at the top of the round. And the top of the round is Sivril.
Sure is.
We're jumping
Already
right
going.
into combat, everyone.
Does a 26 hit the mage guy that I'm standing in front of?
I would love to answer that.
Great.
Save
I believe
me.
it does, though.
Save me.
He takes 12 points of damage and he is left off guard.
26 does hit.
Great.
12 points of damage. All right.
Demoralize. That's a 31.
31 versus Will DC. That will do it.
Great. He is demoralized and he is off guard. And I will use Dueling Parry as my third to raise my AC.
Demoralized. So he's frightened?
He's
Yes?
frightened one
That's what I
and he
thought.
has off guard. My turn's over.
Jumping right in here.
Boom. Here we go.
All right.
Welcome to the pain train.
It's almost like you're
Pain
playing.
train.
Right. All right. That brings us to Avery. You had backed up there and,
Well, you're in pain technically.
I'm
Yeah.
dying. Just
Yeah,
in case
you're
anybody
bleeding.
was, just a little bit.
gonna take some bleed here soon. All right. So
Oh.
Avery, you're at the back there. What would you like to do?
All right. Which one's closer to me?
Well, one of the ones that has the hold of Lenny.
Both of them have the whole
Yeah,
thing.
they
I
really do.
also
They're kind of
vote-
playing tug of war.
I also vote one of the ones holding on to Lenny.
Tug of war.
How about the one that we've been beating up on?
Tug of war. The rope's not strong enough.
You're not a war. You're a WH.
Okay. Well, I will cast Electric Arc to try to target both of them,
Okay. All
and
right.
they
Basic
will roll
reflex
basic
saves.
reflex.
Yeah.
All right. Basic reflex for these things is not very good.
Send the pain.
Let's see here. That is going to be a 18 for the first one. What's your DC there?
Should be at the very top. Go to your spells. Should be at the very top.
And the other
22.
one has got a 14. They both fail.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Full damage. Go ahead and give me damage there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Boop him on the nose and tell him to put that thing down. They don't know where it came from.
Spit that out. You don't know where it's been.
You don't want to know.
Feeling some electric damage coming.
Yeah, tonight's episode's called Lenny is Going to Die.
Is that what you named it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's our 40th episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's called foreshadowing. Not to be confused. Never mind.
All right. What's that damage
Not to be
there?
confused with WH shadowing.
8.
8 to each of them. All right.
He's gonna die.
Did
All
that
right.
Time to
electricity
cheer.
like conduct through Lenny's body, like hit one and through him to the other?
Absolutely.
No,
He's not grounded, so it's okay.
I'm not.
it didn't. All right. And is that the end of your turn?
I'll hold the last action.
All right.
It's a shocking good time.
All right, guys, you can try to connect to me again there. All right. That will bring us
That
to...
electricity's missing a little bit of the ass behind it. It's a little weak.
was a little weak, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of hurt, so I did the best I could.
All right, so
Also not Callie.
I need to put this little thing here.
Unable to
and
connect.
It's going to skitter right over there. All right, well, I guess you guys
No
won't be
skittering.
connect.
Yeah, 0 skittering.
All right, so that hand that he had lopped off last round is
I forgot about that
skittering
stupid ass
across
hand.
the ground. It goes over there to
not.
where the symbols are glowing on the ground, and it begins scratching again into the ground. It starts working on whatever the first one was doing.
Where is that?
It's a die
Is it
right
underneath
here.
the tree?
It's
Yes.
right here on the rock, right there at the tree. Yeah.
There you go.
He's scratching into the ground, or those fingers causing damage to itself even as it starts finishing the symbol. That will be its entire turn. And the guy that cut his hand off, his first action is going to be to continue with this ritual that he is doing. With incantation. And he actually does have some movement on this one. So, Cyril, that will invoke an attack of opportunity
Yeah, damn
from
right
you.
it will. I'll take that all day. That is a natural 20.
Ooh,
That's 38 to hit. He can suck it, Trebek.
that is gonna suck for him.
He takes 3-1 damage.
Ooh, that's pretty nasty for
As
him.
I rake Dawnbreaker across his other arm, trying to lop his other hand off. No incantation, no hando.
You come pretty close with that attack. His arm slices through, and you see the skin that makes up the humanoid form splits, and all that from that clawed hand where the dagger had turned into his claws. It has no skin, and now the skin sloughs off that arm that you sliced into, and you see just the musculature.
It's in the
of
bone.
some kind of humanoid. It definitely dribbles with blood as he just kind of snarls at you. Again, that mouth is too wide for this humanoid face.
Yep. Yep.
So
That's
he
called-
will spend.
It's called Nightmare Fuel.
He will spend his second action trying to complete his incantation. He's gonna have to. That'll do it. He does complete that incantation. You see the symbol under that hand flare, immolating the hand completely and leaving just this crispy husk, the fingers curling up like a dead spider.
Well, we did come prepared with alternate 6th-level characters, so we are ready.
All right.
I don't think I got that memo.
Don't worry, we didn't either. But I forgot that
what
stupid-ass
happened
hand was
here?
there, or else I would have killed it first. But,
Right. Well, we'll see what happens.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we could do a whole show of just making characters.
I'm just saying. She fucking blows
We
us
don't
all,
want you guys
blows
to
us all
do
up with a
that.
nuke or something.
You could go shopping for a whole episode, but who does that?
Wow. Wow. That was a little much.
That's a little pointed.
What was that about here, Overwatch?
Shots fired.
Yeah, he definitely named it Lenny is going to die, guys.
Yeah.
That's
We know.
fantastic. All right. So
I liked the red light Overwatch.
his
It was good.
third action.
Yeah, that.
Doo-doo. His third action, he is going to pop a vial into his mouth.
Uh-oh.
All right. And that will
The
bring
guy
us.
Spit
Yes.
that out.
Where
You
the
don't
fuck
know
did-
what it is.
Where the hell did he get that from?
It seemed to come from his chest cavity.
What the
Skin and all. Just kind of opens up a little, pulls it out, pops it in his mouth.
What the
How
bullshit
long
is
that
this?
been in there?
How long has that been in it? I think that's gross. That's what that is.
Yeah.
See that arm gain a little bit more form again. The skin does not come back on it. The skin hanging down just seems to peel more back as he pops that potion.
I got plenty more where I came from too, buddy.
Doesn't seem to heal a whole lot, but
Good.
he does heal a little. All right, and that brings us to Lenny. Lenny, they are playing tug of war with you right now. You are immobilized and flat-footed. You want to do any manipulate action? You got to make that flat DC check.
I don't know what manipulate action I can do in their mouths.
At least you haven't been swallowed yet.
Yet is the key.
Do you have any healing? You could try to do something.
No. I mean,
Ooh.
a little bit. Yeah.
That's him chanting over there.
I guess I'll cast Shielded Arm and try to at least raise my AC.
Okay.
They've already
Does
got.
that have semantic
I know.
components?
If they've got me, they can't keep. Yes, it does.
Okay, roll
Wait,
a
no,
d20.
it's touch.
It's touch.
So yeah.
Yeah. Roll a d20.
Excuse me.
You've got to
Sorry.
get at least a 5 or higher.
Yay!
Okay, so you are able to cast. Is that going to be your whole action? Is that 3?
That's
actions?
1. That's 2. I'm gonna use my last one to try to break free.
All right.
I don't want to be eaten.
That's what you get. Yeah, mine doesn't even do that. Mine says.
What is that?
connect.
Athletics?
It is. That's what I was looking real quick. Where is escape?
So does he have to make 2 because he's being grappled by
Oh
2?
fuck hell!
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to get you killed. I'm just.
I'm not trying to get you killed, but
I do know the title of the show, but I'm
So mean.
We're gonna keep adding exclamation points.
the stream title's been updated. The stream title's been updated.
Right?
The stream title's been updated.
Let's
Lenny's
see.
gonna die.
Possibly. All right.
If you're not laughing at it, you're gonna cry. So
It's a magical robe. We'll bring you back to
tissue,
life.
Lenny.
sometime.
Throw you in the bag of holding. And
Okay, yes, it is an
Please.
athletics.
Okay, 22.
Well, it's against the athletics. Let's see here. You can attempt acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics.
I happen to be
Okay.
carrying.
And
Wait.
you said 23?
Hold on. 22. Okay, if I'm doing acrobatics, that's a 24.
Hey, that's real good.
it's pretty good.
All right, and that's
As a bard, I
against-
feel like I do acrobatics before I do athletics. So
24. Lenny, you are free from it.
Let's go.
Good job.
and now I'm just standing here because that's all my actions.
Let's
but
go.
I'm not being numbed.
All right.
Hurrah!
Is that the end of your turn?
That's it. That's all I got.
It is their turn.
They grab you. Here we go, boys.
But my AC is higher now, so maybe not.
All right. So
Not against your AC.
All right, we're gonna take away an exclamation
But it's
point.
also true.
we're going to take away an
They
exclamation
gotta
point.
hit you first.
Oh?
I think they gotta bite you first. I think. So it's still a smart move.
All right.
That's all I had.
First one, 26.
Well, he grabs me.
Well, that bites you.
It has bit you.
Oh.
Lenny's dead.
I
Lenny
should've
is
laughed.
down. Lenny is unconscious.
Really?
He had 1 hit point.
He had 1 hit point.
God.
Technically, at the end of his turn, he
Took bleed
took
damage, right?
2 bleed.
So he was down at the end of his
So
turn.
he's
Oh, so I
down-
got
he
free.
was down.
And then hit the ground.
Okay.
At least you're not beating
So maybe they didn't bite him then.
Yeah, maybe they didn't bite him. Well, if they did bite him, then he's
Swallowed.
well. If he takes damage while he's down, that automatically progresses him.
Let's see. Actually, no, it will not. It will turn around and bite Sunshine, who's right
She's
there.
so
that
nice to
26
you.
is yours.
Yeah.
You stopped moving, so the other one might. We'll see.
If I
Did a
defecate
26 hit
myself,
you?
will he-
Yeah.
Okay.
I've peed my
Not
own
with the
pants.
shit pants again, please. Take it.
No more.
It's his only
I'm out of
defense.
actions. I can't shit myself.
I believe Lenny has rolled a nat 1 in the bathroom, ladies and gentlemen, and he is pissed all over himself
Oh, no.
yet again.
Hey,
Oh,
yourself
man.
a free action.
It's a free action when you.
That is 12 piercing,
Free action
Sunshine.
upon death.
You take 12 piercing, and
Ouch.
it is grabbing a hold of you with a 31. I take it that's
Holy
going to hit your fortitude DC.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that's almost 10 over my fortitude DC.
It is 10 over my fortitude. Oh, wait. 11 over my
Is
fortitude.
that a
DC.
crit?
So that is a critical grab. It just got a hold of you. So
The fuck is a critical grab?
Wait, you see,
Really tight.
Somebody grabs one of your balls.
I know I'm dead, but I need to fucking know.
They've got a really good grip.
2 hands.
yeah, it's not. Oh,
Sorry. I'm just gonna go back.
these are the things that take place in the
Alright.
pillow house that we don't talk about. That's
I'm
the
just gonna
critical
die
grab.
now.
all right, its second attack there.
Gotta deal with trauma with humor.
It is going to try to engulf Sunshine. Oh, that's sideways. All right, engulf. Oh no, I don't roll. You roll. You need to make a fortitude.
Wait. Oh.
Fortitude?
23.
Woo! You see, it has a hold of her, and its mouth starts to go over Sunshine as if he's going to just, one of the mouths expanding and another one jumping on, and it starts to engulf her, but she managed to barely wiggle out, and it lets go. Its third attack, it's going to bite again, and that is probably not going to hit with an 8.
No.
8 will not hit you. All right.
Oh my gosh.
This one can move. Moves to right here. Almost to Barnabas and Avery there. But not quite. Barnabas, does a 22 hit you?
No.
All right, you see this spit come from like 4 different mouths, and it comes at you, but it hits the ground near you.
Okay, good.
All right. Second one, that is a 27. Will that hit you?
Maybe.
Are we lying today? Or are we telling the
Yes,
truth?
that connects.
All right.
You were mentioned in the chat.
I see that.
We need to know what you're thinking.
That is 16 acid damage.
What?
Do you want it in the chat or do you
No.
want it here?
I want you to say. Sunshine was mentioned in the actors aside, so we need to know what Sunshine is thinking in this moment as she's being engulfed by this thing and Lenny is down.
I am thinking, how can I heal Lenny and not die at the same time? Everything in me says, reach out and heal Lenny, but I'm also currently in the process of being swallowed. So, what do I do? Because if the thing hits him, he's gonna be even more down, which is not good.
Correct.
So a little bit panicked, huh?
So it's either him or me.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay.
Speaking of, it's my turn.
Not yet.
Oh, well, after the sluggy
This was
fun.
attack number 2 by the second Chippering Mouther. I do need a fortitude fortitude save from you, Barnabas, after being hit with the spittle and the acid damage.
That's great.
Did I tell you how much? 16? Yeah.
He
You
refused.
told me the DC.
No. 16 is the damage, the acid damage.
I did take the damage, yeah. I got a 20 on the fortitude save.
Okay. That will not do it.
Cool.
Your eyes begin to burn as that acid spit seemed to hit too close to them, and you
I
are.
have goggles on.
You are. You are.
goggles.
Did you have your goggles on?
I always have my goggles on. They're not on my face live, but my character has
So, and you got a 20?
them. Yeah.
I will actually give you a +2 to your save on that.
Okay.
Makes sense. So that will not work. 22 is the DC.
Safety first,
So you
guys.
will not get dazzled for a round.
Good deal.
All
when we
right.
get into town, we're buying PPE for everybody.
Oh god, are we gonna have to start having
Safety
meetings
equipment.
now?
Back to dead.
Gonna have to take training on
All
Gonna have to have a
Right.
safety brief before we go out.
Last one is spits at Avery. Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh no! Where's your PPE?
Natural 20, so this
Yeah,
is probably
it's
going to
be
hurt.
No good. No bueno.
That is 28 acid damage.
Just 28.
28 acid damage. Yes, that is a critical, and you need to make a fortitude save.
28. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
27.
You're good. You are not dazzled or blinded. You are good. All right. Well, you're hurting as the acid splashes onto you. It missed your eyes. Apparently, it hit you in the chest and just burns. Now,
Being dead hurts. I can't.
as I had said before, the vines had opened up. What charges out of there and slams into the other side of the guy casting is a huge boar with some armor on it and a saddle. It comes running out. It has spines on its head and it just gores at this guy. It makes this loud squealing noise as it does so, but it definitely charges out, and that is a 35. That is not a critical, but he definitely hit.
Yikes.
Boar loading.
Yeah, boar loading. Dun, dun, dun. Where is it? There it is.
Is it a dire boar?
It is a dire boar.
Sorry, foreshadowing or whatever.
That is 13 points of piercing. And it raises its head, holding the man on the horns and tusks of it. The spines coming from its head. And it gives a good shake of its head.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Yeah, no, that's
is-
not a boar.
No.
Huh. That's a strange magical beast.
That would be a 29. I had to think there for a minute. All right.
Hakuna Matata.
That'll be another 17.
What a magical frick.
All right.
Please don't sue us.
And that takes
What was
all-
that?
When they're
Oh,
watching.
We have dogs?
No, it's a savage bite. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works. All right, so that is the boar's turn. It is already quite bloodied.
the boar is?
Yes,
Okay.
you see these long gashes in its side. It does not look very good itself, but it definitely put a couple holes into this guy. All right. That's going to bring us to Sunshine.
Since I'm right here with Lenny in range, I cast heal on Lenny.
What?
Two actions, so he automatically takes 24 back.
Okay.
Nice.
Is this a you must touch or just
No, 30-foot range.
All right.
It is verbal and semantic. So,
All right. Lenny. How much is he getting?
24.
All right, Lenny.
Lenny's not dead.
Lenny's
you
not
are
dead.
not dead.
Do I
Well-
lose another exclamation point?
No, you still got one.
Oh,
Does
okay.
does 24 take you above 0?
I didn't get what damage did I take on that last one. I know like die.
You
plus.
go to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, you go to 0.
So
My last action, I would like to try to get away from this.
Good. Good.
Smart.
Out of the mouth thing.
He does not have a hold of you. After he tried to engulf you, he would not have his grab anymore, as he was not spending any action to maintain. So, and it missed you on its third attack.
Run away.
Can I grab Lenny by the shirt and pull him with me to move away? 15 feet's fine. You know, grab and pull if I can't make it all the way.
Well, since
Just a
you're
little bit
on
further
the
back.
opposite side of it, you'd have to spend 10 feet to kind of go
My movement
around and
is 30.
grab. Okay? And then you could get 10 feet away. In order
That's
to
better
get there,
than
you're going to have
not.
to come to this side of it. And you can grab it. Grab him.
grab it.
Which way do you want to go?
It
Do you
works.
want to continue this direction or this direction? How do you want to pull him away?
Isn't the other one on the other side?
Mm-hmm. Toward Barnabas and Avery.
Oh,
That's why you couldn't go that direction to get him. You would have to go closer to the fleshy monstrosity that's casting over there.
Fleshy monstrosity.
I can't go towards the tree where the hand is?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you're gonna pull him. You're gonna grab Lenny,
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna pull him over here. All right.
It's more of a drag, but you know.
Well, how many actions did your casting take?
2.
2. So you could technically only move. You couldn't grab Lenny.
Okay. Well,
Or you could grab him and not move.
Well, she wouldn't be able to reach him. She was on one side of the mouth.
Oh, because you
he
did
was on the
your
other.
range heal, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would just move over towards Lenny
Okay.
so I can, if
you're
I
just
can,
gonna move
just
and
like
put
pull him
yourself-
out of the way.
Put yourself behind him right here. He's on
Yeah.
the ground here. All right, so you're right here behind him. Out of melee range of these guys, but... All right.
Mr. Barnabas.
That is going to bring us to Barnabas.
Well, yeah, things quickly changed on the battlefield. My original plan has gone out the door. So, I'm going to shake the acid residue off my face and wipe my goggles clean, and then run over to Lenny, and I'm going to do a battle medicine crouched on the other side of Lenny. I'm going to kind of run in a way. I have 40 feet of speed right now per action due to my mutagen. And then I'm going to run over kind of in a loop around the side to Lenny and battle medicine. I'm shooting for a 20 to get the bonus 10. 21.
Yeah.
All right, and then here, staying out of that thing's reach, I take it.
That was the plan with the 40 feet of loop.
Okay.
Because I know
It takes a long round if I need to.
they've been
All right.
reactive. However, he only gets 14 back.
All right, Lenny.
14's
you've
better
been
than
healed
0.
some more.
Yeah, so hopefully you can withstand a couple hits now.
Well, thanks for leaving me there, buddy.
Well,
You're fine.
he got 34 hit points back. I mean, that's pretty much all of his hit points.
Well, good.
Maybe.
All right.
And then, you know what? That was only 2 actions. So after Avery yelled at me, I kind of looked back at her and then spent another move to go back.
Go back over by
It's like, oh shit.
Come back over here
Help.
by Avery.
My bad.
Same side, on the other side of her again?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's- yeah.
All right.
Return to center.
Returned back to your start. All right. That was Barnabas. Woo. Anna is going to... Well, she's going to pull a page from you. Caustic Blast on this guy. Does that have, that has a splash, doesn't it?
It's a glob of acid, so I guess it could.
Okay. I'm gonna look at that real quick. 'Cause I gotta fix hers. Okay. All right, she's going to get the guy that's chanting.
Uga Chaka?
Is it an attack roll or a save?
I can't stop this feeling.
Please, it hurts.
Can't see it. Oh, it's basic reflex. Yep. All right, so he's got to make a reflex, and he will fail that miserably.
Did you roll a 1?
No, not a 1.
It's a 2.
It's worth a trombone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It was a 2 for sure.
I'm not sure where that sound comes from in the middle of the forest, but it's hilarious.
It's a
around like-
saxophone. druid thing.
It's a
thing.
druid.
You wouldn't understand.
Druid thing. All right.
It's an Overwatch thing.
Nobody understands.
All right. That takes care of Anna. We are back to Cyril.
Great. Attack the guy. That's 32.
32.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a 37.
Oh.
To hit him, I imagine.
Yes.
Is that a crit? 37?
37 is a crit.
It's
Great.
a lot. A lot.
He takes 18 that time. Rolled terrible. And he is again off guard.
How much damage was it?
18.
Okay. With 18 damage, you can end
Oh,
him.
excellent. I'll take Dawnbreaker, and as I've kind of carved up his arm from the last turn, I kind of do a little pirouette in the square that I'm in and come back across, and I will just lop the thing's head off. I know that it's kind of like a host of a flesh being, but I'll just lop the head of the fleshy head off, and it just kind of flops to the ground as it kind of jitters and kind of shakes and falls to the ground.
Right.
I will second action, unless something's going to happen. I will second action move to the slug that's on Sunshine.
Okay. So he falls right here without a head.
Correct.
And you just move right to this one.
And 26.
26 will hit it.
Moving on down.
Takes 12, and he is off guard.
That one there is this one.
My turn is over.
All right. Avery.
All right.
Bring the pain train.
I think I'm gonna try Caustic Blast myself. And
Okay, so they make, which one are you hitting? The one several just hit, or the other one? They have to make this.
The other
reflex
one.
save. Okay, the other one. What is your DC again? 20?
22.
22. It's a reflex of a 27, so it will take half damage. Go ahead and roll damage.
$15.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
That's the other one, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, the one that you're on, Cyril, he's looking pretty cut up. He's kind of dripping that goo everywhere.
Gross.
Some of the mouths have kind of unhinged and are just kind of there. All right, that is a, how many action spell again?
That was 2.
It's a 2. All right, so you have one more action. Would you like to do something, or do you want to command Azara back in to fight something else?
I'll command her to go for the one on Several.
Okay. All right. So she'll go over here. She's got 35 feet of movement. She will go to flank. All right. Go ahead and roll an attack. Claws or jaws?
Claws.
Okay.
And I didn't roll very good, so I don't think she's gonna hit.
She has a plus 12 to hit.
14.
14 will not hit. So she goes over there and she swipes at it, misses. All right. That was Avery. That guy is down. And that brings us to Lenny. It is your turn.
What has happened since I died? There were two.
You were healed twice.
I was healed twice,
woke
but when
up
I
on
died,
the ground.
there were two guys.
Yeah, you woke up on the ground. You kind of you look around a little bit. You still see the one right there that initially was grabbing a hold of you, and it seems to be kind of looking pretty rough. Several's right there. You see a flaming Azara on the other side of it. You are still within melee range of it. The other one is also right beside you, but it's no longer on the opposite side of you.
Am I within rock range?
I mean, you're literally right there with them.
Okay, that's fine. So that's within 120 feet.
Well, yeah, you're
It's within 5.
I'm on the ground. There's
you're
a lot
laying
of
in their goo.
I'm on the ground. There's a lot of rocks. I'm not really thinking exploding earth. I'm just gonna pick one up and chuck it. I'm gonna chuck it.
Which
in his
one?
Face. The one that's dripping. That
Okay.
Several's fucking with.
All right, go for
The
it.
first ugly thing I see other than myself. I don't know how that.
A
What?
bard with low self-esteem.
No. If we're gonna, yeah. It didn't want to be in the box, and it said no. I'm not allowed to throw things from the ground. No. That's a 1.
That's so
That's a
fun.
1.
No! Bad Lenny.
That's not a 7?
I so wish it were.
Roll damage, Lenny.
I so wish it were. I don't want to roll damage.
Roll damage, Lenny.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
You did cast the spell.
I did.
I have PPE on.
Yeah.
That's 15.
Okay. So you chuck the rock and you're like, yeah, and then it explodes right on you.
That's what I was
You're
afraid
still
of.
on the ground. You take it right to your chest,
I take it to the chest.
and you take 15. Is that a 2-action spell?
That's a 2 action.
Would you like to get to your feet?
Yeah.
Remember, Lenny, a sucking chest wound is nature's way of saying slow down.
Yeah.
I think dying once is nature's way of saying slow down.
You were
The sucking
already
chest
wounded.
wound is.
Would you like to use your third action to
I think
stand
so.
up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will stand because I don't see me being down here on the ground.
Okay.
The pain will bring me to my feet.
So you stand up.
The pain or the shame, either one, you know. Oh. There's 1d6 splash damage too.
Okay. Well, that's going to hit both of them, but it's also going to hit
Yay.
Sunshine. It's a good thing you moved, Barnabas. Roll the d6.
Sorry. 6.
God, what the f... Now you're useful?
If you count that as
Alright.
useful.
Define useful.
I mean, sometimes you gotta use a brick to smash in the nail.
Something like that.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Well, I mean, if it would have hit them, it would have been pretty decent.
But
So, but it didn't.
the damage would have been justified then, but.
Yes.
All right. So, Lenny,
Could we just go back
probably a
to
good
dead?
thing you stood up.
I liked it better when I was dead.
Well, don't worry.
The goo that
Give it a
was
moment.
kind of focusing on Several, it gets smacked with the splash damage from your spell, and you see the goo kind of shift to look at you.
That's a good thing I stand up.
It
Fuck.
it is 16 is not going to hit you, is it?
No.
Well, it almost had a critical.
Can you
fail.
die twice in one stream?
You're
Yes.
wounded, so
Actually, I'm pretty sure he's wounded
too now. Yeah. Its second attack. That's going to be a 25.
That hits.
All right, 25, and you take 19.
Well, I'm dead again.
What?
Are you really?
No, I don't know. Hold
Oh,
on.
I was gonna say,
Hold on.
about to have real problems.
Well,
Really?
You're not,
he's
you're not
trying to
dead,
die
you're
now.
dying.
Alright, but add an exclamation.
no, he's dead again.
Are you down again? You're not down yet?
We're getting there, guys.
The
We're
skin of
fucking
his
getting
teeth.
there.
All right, what's your fortitude DC again? As
Not
it
high
is
enough. I don't know.
Trying its grab.
42 DC.
Oh, it's not
18.
hitting it. It's got a a 16 there, so.
Just barely.
All right, its last one is probably not going to hit you with a 13.
No, we're good.
For now.
That's
Oh,
That's
God.
one.
All right. That one there,
I've never been so stressed out in my life.
it can finally move, though.
Yeah, because he's not holding me.
Did the one already go on you? Or on me? Or is that the one that was hitting Lenny?
Is that the one that's beating
Oh, it's
our
gonna
friend?
move?
The one on the other side, the one that hit Lenny was the one you and Azara are on.
Okay.
All right.
I was like,
that one
you want to move, do you?
is going to spit at Avery. That is a 21. Will that hit you?
No.
Okay. Second spit, not going to hit you either. And it seems determined it's going to try a third one. Third one is a 20. Nope, it's not going to hit you either. All right. So that one tries to spit at Avery again, and it just goes everywhere but her, and it doesn't hit Barnabas either. It looks like Barnabas has his hand on her bow behind her there.
And I'm kind of just struggling here from the injuries before, and I'm just like, miss me.
All right, the boar.
The boar.
I think the boar is going to move.
Yeah, he's definitely going to move.
For the viewing audience at home, that's that gray blob in the back.
Well, he's going to come a little bit up to the forefront here. He will run around the tree and come right over here by Lenny. And it will gore that one there.
Stomp on Lenny.
Was this boar provided by Barnabas' Fist Brushes?
This one was not.
No.
The boar was not brought to us by Barnabas' Brushes, but all the heroes that are on the board were.
Yay!
Boar. Where's my boar? There we go.
Thanks.
Is that it? You're welcome.
Cheap plugs.
Right? That is a 23. That will hit.
This Downtime in Combat is brought to you by Barnabas Brushes. Tune in tomorrow between 5 and 6 p.m.
Easter.
Eastern.
And last action, it will try a natural 20. It will gore that thing a second time. We'll just put all these together.
Good job, boar that we have no idea where it came from.
Wait, the boar's on our side?
Seems to be.
Good job, Pumbaa.
I was dead the last time. I don't remember.
I was dead the last time. I was
That
dead at
it
the time.
deals 34.
I woke up to a
it.
boar that's fighting for us, apparently. Usually giant animals are trying to kill us.
But there's only one of them, so it's already your friend.
Oh,
It
no,
is-
that's facts. No,
It
that's...
is definitely right there beside you, and you just see these deep gashes in its side. It's still bleeding from, and it is foaming a little bit at the mouth, but it's definitely working with you guys and not against you. All right.
So far.
That brings us to Sunshine.
I'm gonna whip out my frying pan and bash the slug in the head.
All right. Which one? You
one
are
in
going to
front of
have
me.
to move 5 feet because you did say you did not want to be in range of them to hit you. So
Yeah.
the one.
The one that Lenny and several and
Okay.
Azara.
So
or,
you
well,
take a 5-foot step. Oh, I'm going to knock over Lenny.
he's close
fine,
to
I'm
being
pretty-
locked.
You're
I'm pretty weak
there.
right now
I can
anyway.
take the D4 off there.
And he's gonna die.
All right. So
Part 2.
The sequel.
take a swing there.
I love that. Sucked. 11.
Several only had to
11
die
will
once
not
to
hit
get
it.
superpowers.
Okay, well, we'll try again.
Sorry.
Superpowers.
I mean, not superpowers, but...
Well, maybe I shouldn't have tried again.
Have you ever done this before?
Did you roll a 1?
I did.
No.
Oh, no.
It's me.
I'm about to get hit with a frying pan.
If you... I don't like that smirk. Does she hit me with the fucking frying pan? Does she hit me with the goddamn frying
Nope, it's always several.
Okay.
It's always several. You take that swing and you literally always
You just-
seem to
you
hit
just rolled
several.
max
You have
damage,
shot
didn't
him, you have hit him with spells, and now you're smacking him with a frying pan.
And I rolled max damage.
And how much is that?
5.
Sunshine.
It ain't paying out well for you,
Damn.
did it?
All right.
Oh man.
You know,
That's
All right.
That's what you get for not eating my food.
That takes Sunshine's action. That moves us to Barnabas.
I wasn't aiming for you, but take it as motivation.
Take it as
Okay. Well, seeing Lenny get completely wrecked again, unfortunately, you are.
can't even help me.
I cannot do that again. Once per day, buddy.
Yeah. Oh shit, I can't even do it for you.
I should have ran. I should have fucking ran.
So yeah, I'll take. I know that since she's doing, Avery's been doing caustic blast. These things are not immune to acid, so I'll quickly throw one of my acid flasks at one of these. Probably the creature that Severil's been hacking to bits. Since that one probably looks the worst.
Okay.
Natural 20.
He has,
Natural 20.
there we go.
Yes.
Natural Scarab. Where's he at?
That's it.
Is it the...
That was
Natural
the die.
Scarab, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, right off the bat, it's just going to take 4 splash damage of acid,
Okay.
but then it will persistently burn for 2d6 acid.
Hey.
Okay.
Actually, since I crit, that would be 4d6 acid
Okay.
that it'll persistently burn for. I suppose that's how that would work. If it's double damage on a critical, will it persistently be double damage?
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. So I'm going to hold on to that for now. And then I'm still standing right next to Avery, right?
Yes, you are.
Since I did my loop. So I'll quickly grab some more of those bandages and like try to staunch her wounds real quick with a quick battle medicine for
Okay.
her, just to keep her in the fight. I'll
Trying to get that 20,
shoot
right?
for a DC 20, and I won't get it.
Oh no.
Damn.
I get a 15.
Oh no.
Oh. All right.
So yeah,
It's a DC 20 for battle medicine.
if I want to add 10 to the healing, I do. Yes.
Okay. All right. So not healing anything on her then.
No, I hit the 15.
Just
Yeah.
throw some gauze on her and say, "You look
Yeah.
great."
Yeah, the 15 is what, the 2d6? Or do you not get that with...
I think since I upped the DC to try and get
Gotcha.
the bonus
Yeah.
healing, I think I just don't get anything.
All right.
Yeah.
So you try, but the bandages kind of slide off as she still hasn't quite rinsed all that slime and, the gibbering mouther
Oh, that's gross.
spittle off of her. She was talking about trying to rinse it off. You guys do notice that as you move around the battlefield, it still becomes dry under your feet.
Good. That's good.
So at this point, is that the end of your turn, Barnabas?
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of your turn, you guys see the freezing rain seems to come down harder. And you see the gibbering mouthers start to gain a few little icicles on them as well as they take a little bit of environmental damage. All right. And
Thank God the weather's actually working in
brings
our
us to
our-
Anna. Anna. Ooh, okay. Right here, it's Lenny that looks the worst between Sunshine and Lenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Over here. What is your 2-action heal? How much is that one give back there, Sunshine?
24.
24. I give back 24.
Right. What does the normal spell say? Normal heal says what on it?
It's on the level 2.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say how much it gives normally. It just says it gives
What
back
yours
24.
does? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second and I will give you that. That will take her to the end of her turn.
It depends on what level she's
So-
casting it at.
I know. I have to look at it. All right, but you're getting some healing there, Lenny. I will tell you how much in a moment. Go ahead with your turn, Sivril, at the top of the order. She's
29 to hit the slug.
If it's
Okay.
heightened to 2, it's 2d8.
2d8.
Yeah, it's a
If
d8 for every level it's heightened.
D8 for every level tightened. All right.
And then if she does the 2 action, she gets a bonus to the plus whatever it is.
Yeah, bonus of 8.
Okay.
29 to hit the slug.
29 will hit.
14 damage. He's left off guard.
You can end that one. That was the one that was going to be
Yes.
taking
Super great.
persistent damage.
As I drag Dawnbreaker through it, I swing it with such force and speed as I'm trying to dispatch these things that as I'm swinging the blade across, the edge of the blade starts to freeze in the freezing rain as I just kind of pick up that environmental effect and just drag it through this slug, and this nasty ichor just kind of shoots out the other end of the blade onto the trees and stuff off to my right. And then I will immediately move to the second slug, and I will attempt to hit him.
This one just
That's a
goes into
7.
goo right
That's
here.
probably not going to hit him.
You just step through the goo and attack that one there.
Yep, does a 21 hit him?
21 does hit.
Oh my
That is
goodness.
their AC.
He takes 13 points of damage, and he is also left off guard.
Did you see your healing there, Lenny?
I did.
Okay. All right. The other one is finally starting to look a little roughed up there. And as Sivril finishes his turn, you guys see the glowing finished symbol on the ground stop flaring. It starts to die down since the caster seems to be gone. The other lights are still swirling on the ground. However, the one symbol that was completed does start to fade. All right, that brings us to Avery.
Alright, I want to try to use my longbow.
Okay. You want to back up from it a little bit before?
Yeah, can I move, like... What's my range?
You should
You've
have
got
plenty
a
of range.
lot of range. You've got plenty of range. Would you like to go toward the druid's house or away from it?
Away from it.
Okay. So backing up about how far?
We'll say 20 feet.
Okay. We can go back here and start up onto these rocks.
There you go.
That's even better.
There we go.
Little height advantage.
Would you like to move Azara so that you get your extra,
Yes.
as she can help you with that?
Yes. I'm
So
definitely
she just
needing
has
her.
to make a 5-foot step, but she also gets an attack. Would you like to have her? That'll take second action movement, and the second action is her, but she gets 2 actions. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
roll
send
an
her
attack
in.
for her then.
All right.
She's a +12. Would you like jaws or claws?
We'll go with claws.
Okay, I did put your damage in there and everything for her attacks.
Okay.
Page 2, I think. All right, she's a +12.
So 26.
That will hit. And
Yeah.
damage. Yep, roll that twice.
Um, 12 damage.
12 damage.
Very nice. No wonder why Barnabas is scared.
Azara. End this.
There we go.
Okay, so she jumps forward, and she's seeing how hurt I am, so she's extra angry.
Oh, you're hurt?
Yeah, a little bit. Kinda. I didn't just get almost swallowed. Poor Lenny. But she jumps up and she raises one paw and swipes her claw through it. It's completely slicing right through its head.
Nice.
Decapitating.
All right. Chunks of it go flying. Her fire starts burning on this corpse as it starts just kind of into the ground, and that actually will pull you guys out of combat.
So does your cat do like that whenever a cat puts his paw in water because it's slab, and it's just like sitting there going like this, and the shit's just like dripping off of it. It's like
Basically, Lenny after. Oh, it's touching me! It's touching me!
The boar.
I have made a terrible mistake. Help.
As it's very obvious that yep. Okay, so he just failed his last save. That guy is definitely dead over there. So
The mage?
yes,
Oh.
the skin sloughs off to reveal just this horrid abomination of flesh with no skin, and its mouth just wide open as it lays there. All the light on the ground starts to fade, and it goes back to normal. And as that all happens, the boar just and hits the ground with a loud thump.
I'm gonna go treat wounds on it.
I
Can I try to do-
will move out of the range of, in case Sunshine is going to heal everybody, I will move 31 feet
He just
away
instinctively.
Can I try?
towards the house.
Okay.
Can I try to?
Well, I was going
heal
towards
animal?
the house.
Well, everybody else is kind of away from the house if you're going to heal people. You're wanting to do
The heal animal.
heal animal? Absolutely. You can
Do it.
use your heal animal on the boar.
I don't want to heal yet in case the druid that we're checking on needs help and I'm not in range of healing her yet.
Okay.
So we're not there yet. I was
Alright.
going to help the boar that just kind of.
I'll go see if she's in the house.
Avery immediately heal animal and
That's what I'm thinking too, Laura.
I rolled 21.
We'll see.
21. You see its eyes kind of flutter, and you see the scrapes down its side begin to heal a bit, and it laboredly breathes, but it's definitely breathing and alive, but it's definitely exhausted. Seems quite exhausted.
Hey, can you push the button for the appropriate music?
Yes, I
No.
can. You told me you turned it off before, so I didn't know if I had it again.
You can't find sappy music?
Oh, I can.
Okay.
Anna, we need to go check on your friend now and
Yes, we do.
make sure she's okay.
So you guys go heading toward the door. Several, you're going to get there first.
That's usual.
As he was heading that way while you guys were checking on the boar.
He's also faster.
What was Lenny and Barnabas doing?
Lenny's trying to figure out how he's not dead still.
People healed you?
I think while
Your
while they
sister's a
were-
cleric.
While they were doing that, I was not battle medicine, but treating wounds now on Lenny to kind of get him patched up and back up to
Okay.
Full annoyance.
yeah, which will take 10 minutes, and during that time, this mutagen will fade away.
All right. You walk in and you see the inside is very what you would think of a druid. You have drying herbs hanging from the branches of the tree that actually makes this home. Seems to have carved it with magic out of the rocks around, and then the tree that grew up above makes the roof and another level, but things are just destroyed. It looks like there was a huge battle in here.
I will do detect magic at the door just so I can see if there's anything that just stands out that is giving off any kind of residual magical energy. I don't really touch anything, so I kind of have Dawnbreaker out, and I'm just kind of like moving stuff with my short sword, just kind of so I can see in the room.
There's a little bit of a magical aura here and there, but nothing that really stands out, including the woman you see laying on the ground, who is in a very large puddle of blood.
Sunshine? I think I may have found the druid.
Well, that doesn't sound good, so I'm running into the hut.
Anna runs right behind you.
I step out of the house, 31 feet away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast heal.
Okay.
24.
Okay. Nothing seems to really happen.
That's upsetting.
Medicine? I got a 16 on medicine.
Okay. She is definitely dead.
Wow, that's
She
impressive.
has slightly pointed ears. She is a half-elf. And she's definitely gone.
Is she wearing a crystal?
Doesn't look like it.
Considering that nobody's dying, that's impressive. Does your friend have a crystal?
She did.
Do you know where it is?
Maybe it's with the corpse of that thing.
Yell out the door. Several.
Yeah,
Check the caster for a crystal.
not a problem.
She comes walking up and kneels down beside her friend and places a hand on her face. What were you doing, Avery?
I kind of just sat away from what was going on, kind of just trying to rest from the battle earlier. Kind of just observing, not really sure what to say or do in this kind of situation.
Okay. Zara will kind of limp up and sit beside you, as she did take some damage in that battle.
And I guess I'll go ahead and try to try to do the heal animal on her while I'm sitting back there with her.
Zara took 19 total. Okay, so she's only down 6. Yeah, she does meow a little bit at you and purr and rub up on you. And the boar is still just laying where it fell, even though it has been healed and it is breathing. It's laying there looking almost like it's given up, like it doesn't care if it's healed. Just doesn't move. It just sits there on its side.
I will go over to the corpse of the mage
Okay.
and kind of like almost uncaring and like numb to what just happened. I'm just kind of like rifling through this corpse and the flesh and just looking for this crystal.
Okay. You find that many parts of it kind of open up and you find a couple things, but you find a crystal and it is not lit.
Okay. I will pull the crystal out of the carapace that it was in and just kind of pull it out in that kind of wrenching sound of ripping something out of a flesh monster. And I come back up to the hut, and I just walk up to Anna and I go, "Is this hers?"
It's not lit.
Yeah, that was hers.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Anna's a human, correct?
She looks human, yes.
Okay.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Well, what do you think it means?
That he used her soul for some kind of ritual? It's not lit, and she's
Anna
gone.
gets up and goes walking out past you two. Avery, I need you. She goes and stands right in the spot where the creature's body has been rifled through.
I get up and I follow.
Just kind of pushes the corpse away. I think it used her soul.
It's very possible.
I can't let that happen.
Is there any way to get it back?
There is. But I'm gonna need your help.
Okay. Whatever you need.
What are they doing?
I don't know yet.
She drops down to her knees, closes her eyes, and folds her hands in her lap. What I need from you, Avery, is I need you to continue to believe and continue to be exactly what you've been. Come in front of me, please.
What are you doing?
We're going to retrieve a soul.
So I step towards her, and right where she wants me to stand, and just wait for her to kind
Kneel
of
down
direct
with me. So you two kneel with your knees touching. She'll grab your hands.
I'm just going to turn on detect magic and let it run. Just so I can watch what is happening magically around the two.
She holds your hands, her eyes closed. And we will continue right after a break.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit! Damn you!
Keep that
Son of a
magic going.
Suspense.
Son of a suspense.
Son of a suspense.
That's a title if I've ever heard one.
Detect magic going. Oh, are we changing it from Lenny's gonna die to Son of a
I don't know, I just liked that name. You made
That is
Laura mad
Scottish.
too.
I'm
Laura's
sorry, Laura, but
Bullshit!
it is
Bullshit!
it is almost break time. We're gonna go ahead and take
It's
a
a-
break. I do need to do a few things, and then we'll be right back. Welcome back. You
There we
are
go.
tuned in to the Soul Severed campaign. We left off. Anna and Avery were sitting on the ground knee to knee, hand in hand, facing each other. And Anna begins speaking in a language that is known pretty much only to druids. And she begins an incantation that you're not quite sure of, but she does give your hands a small squeeze. And you start seeing magic billowing out from the two of them as you detect magic is going.
I'm kind of loosely in an unmagic usery kind of way describing it to Sunshine.
I had closed the girl's eyes, covered her, and come back and stood next to several.
Okay. Avery, what would you like to contribute to this ritual that she's beginning?
Well, I think Abel can contribute 10 of my hit points.
Giving some of your own life for this.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh.
What does that leave you at? You definitely took a lot of damage.
5.
5. That's
I'm risking it, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite the
That's a risk.
So as you begin coming into it with her as she repeats, and you start with her, and you add in what you're giving. She squeezes your hands and opens her eyes and looks at you and says, it's an amazing gift, Avery. And then she begins a prayer to Amma.
I join her, and we kind of just repeat the prayer together.
Magic that starts pulsing from them lights up the ground in more of a... It's not an ominous or sickly blue this time, but it comes out in a rainbow of colors of what you would see in nature. Deep golds of autumn leaves and bright yellows, blue of a sky, the green of the grass, of the trees around you. Everything begins to drip a little bit as the ice melts around and begins falling from the trees and their leaves. And as you're holding that detect magic, it starts to become a little unbearable.
I'll release it.
I was gonna say I touched several's shoulder.
No.
Fuck this.
Yep. I will let that go.
I've only got one shirt left in my bag.
I'm glad we were going the same place with that.
I don't know exactly what's happening, but it is very powerful indeed.
You see new shoots of vines, flowers, and things begin to pop up in those streaks of light across the ground. Flowers open up and bloom. Vines come up the trees or around the rocks. Moss flourishes and takes over one end of a tree. And Anna leans forward, continuing to chant, and places her forehead against yours, Avery. Both of you hear the beginning of the voice. A very wizened-sounding, older voice of a female that says, I'm here, and I'm listening to you. I understand what you're doing, and I want to make sure you succeed. But you get the feeling that she's not speaking about regaining Amala's soul. You get the feeling there's something else. And as that thought comes to you, You hear, yes, I'm not speaking of her soul. But that comes from right in front of you. All of you watch as they're sitting on their knees and they're both praying to Amma, and then she puts her forehead against hers, and as Anna's hair drifts down like this, you see a small streak of gray appear in one side. And then down the back of her head, her skin darkens slightly to a weathered tan, and you see the hands go to a more elderly looking state. And as you hear the voice speak to you, it's from right in front of you this time though. Do you open your eyes?
Yes.
You open your eyes and you are looking at an older woman. Older version of Anna, but there's something about her. There's a wisdom in her eyes. There's a power around her. And you feel a crystal in your hand as you open it away from her. You see the crystal that was Amala's, and it is glowing. And she says, I'll take that. I'll make sure she goes home. She puts her hand up and touches your cheek, and she says, my child, your faith has been true. And I want to give you something to help you along your way. But there's only so much I can do. She places the glowing crystal around her neck. Ask me for something. For what you have all done here is a great service to me. Ask for help, and I will grant you what I can.
Yeah, I think we do need help. Got some hurt friends. I'm hurt.
That part's easy. That part's very easy. She just kind of puts her hands out,
Perhaps.
and you all feel a divine wave of healing. Even
Sivril.
to Sivril.
Oh.
You all fully regain your hit points.
And the peasants rejoiced.
But you have a greater quest than just healing Avery. And I know you do. I won't speak of what they are, but there are some of us that have taken notice. And even being here and presenting myself, even if it's just an aspect, I could get in a little bit of trouble. But it's worth it.
Thank you for all you've done for us.
How may I help you on your journey? How may I help you find what you're trying to find? Your friends may speak up. I'm not such a...
I will
Person
put my
that
hand on the
say
back
nothing.
of Sunshine and just kind of do the old Lenny move.
Push her forward.
Yep, and I take one step back.
We all take one step back.
That healing that she did hits, and it's a very warm, wonderful feeling, but after she has done it and used her divine power in such a way, you definitely have this moment of you're standing in the presence
As a cleric,
of a god.
who
Again.
is listening to the words that she is saying and feeling the magic that is coming off of her. What does this make? 4 now? 5? Sorry. Still awe-inspiring. I would say if there was anything that you could help us with, it would be locations, any knowledge. We're kind of grasping at straws.
She looks to you, Avery. Is that what you wish?
You know, you probably should find out what side she's on before you... I don't presume to know that they're all batting for the same team.
Well, you know, actually, do you mind if I failed this one? Goddess of nature, order. There is an order to everything, and if it is his time to die, it is his time to die. I assume that she is on the other.
I mean...
Because in nature, there is an order to everything.
I believe that. Okay.
If you'd like an answer to that, I can answer that.
Go ahead.
Shall we stand? Help an old woman up.
And I kind of just take both hands and grasp hers firmly, but not too firm to hurt her. And I kind of just slowly stand up while she slowly stands up with me.
She stands up, and once she's at her feet, she does have a slight hunch to her. Her face has definitely got the wrinkles of time. She puts her hand out, and a gnarled staff appears that she leans on. As a goddess of nature, I'm on nobody's side but nature. However, she'll reach out again, and she'll touch your shoulder this time. But you, Avery, you're one of mine. I'm on your side. And I'm here. So if knowledge is what you want, ask and I will give you what I can, without breaking the laws that I must abide by.
Yes, we do need some help with knowledge.
Very well.
Anything you could tell us.
It's knowledge I will give you.
Okay.
Azara has kind of padded forward at this point, and she's kind of creeping up, and she sits down beside Avery, but then kind of takes another little scooch forward. The old woman just kind of... you have done so well with her.
Thank you.
She'll pet her, and you hear a good purr coming from Azara. And then she'll reach forward and pull you into an embrace and hold you close. And she'll whisper in your ear, the knowledge is in you, and I will make sure it's there. And when you're close, you will know it. And you feel something pass into you. It's like standing in a wonderful breeze on a hot day, or dipping your toes into a cool creek. And you feel quite peaceful. Standing there with your eyes closed, just enjoying this embrace from your own goddess. The rest of you are watching, and you see she embraces her, and while Avery stands there, you see the woman begin to just fade from view. Slowly.
What do we do now?
What did you all do then?
So did Anna just disappear?
She turned into the old woman visage of your deity, spoke with you, helped, and has now dissipated and gone. You get the feeling that Anna was maybe a bit of a cover.
Just a bit.
Makes sense. I had a feeling something was different about her. I just couldn't really figure out what. So I take a deep breath and I kind of just make my way back to the others.
They're kind of standing around where they were watching you guys.
I'm with sound.
Okay.
Not to sound quaint or borderline rude, I guess, but I guess the next step is your place.
Yeah.
I don't know how you continue after something like that, actually.
The same way we did when we met the other two. Just onward.
Well, you have to remember the other two did a good job of disguising who they were, and we didn't know who they were until we were leaving. You wandered off because you have a weak will.
I wandered off because I was curious, and I knew exactly who it was as soon as I saw them. So.
Well, again, you did not know who they were when we were going into the graveyard.
I wasn't in the graveyard.
Ooh.
That's what I said.
Already.
Oh.
Anyway.
Already.
Imagine that.
Because you have a weak will and you were chasing Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
What?
I mean, this might be song-worthy, what you just experienced. Who knows? Considering.
Singing time.
Everything?
Anytime.
Yeah.
Bard ballad.
He just asked for a bard ballad.
You
John
think of it,
Sierre jumping in again.
but you on the
He
spot.
might need a moment.
Okay.
We'll give him a small reprieve so he can get himself together.
So while Lenny turns the wheels on that bard ballad, not to be disrespectful to this place, but anything that could be of use, herbs or something that we can use for our alchemical, medical, etc. And then Avery, the boar, maybe you should talk to it, take the saddle off. I'm sorry, I'm a cleric, you're a druid. It's an animal companion. He just lost his druid.
He's probably sad.
And honestly, I think we should put the...
I only can have space for one animal.
I know.
I'm gonna take care of a freaking boar and a cat, like fire cat.
Turby's
mean-
nursery.
She's gonna try to eat him.
The boar is just laying on its side where it fell after the battle, and it has been healed some. It's been healed fully after the goddess's display, but it's lying there, just eyes open, breathing.
It's not in a very good space. Also, is anyone opposed to a funeral pyre?
We could bury her. I'm not sure what Avery, what does Alma believe about death? Are you to be returned to nature? sometimes that's a touchy subject, you know.
Yeah.
You would know that most druids would like to go back to the earth. They don't usually burn.
I do know that they would prefer to be buried within the earth rather than burned.
Okay. I will look around the hut real quick to see if I can find a spade or a shovel, some kind of digging implement. And then,
If he
if
doesn't,
I
I have one.
I'll say, if not, I'm going to use Sunshine's frying pan that she hit me with. But I'm going to start digging a grave. I'm going to place the grave where the Alma and Avery were in the circle. I'm going to dig right there.
Okay.
I will go and prepare our body for burial.
If there's a second digging implement, I would have helped dig the grave. Staying silent the whole time and almost digging too hard. Like,
I understand.
I'm angry.
Hey, Lenny, can you go find me a big rock? Something about that big. You don't have to carry it if you don't think you can lift it. Just let me know where it is and I'll go get it.
Just magically pull it out of the ground.
There's quite a few rocks around this grove. Avery,
Go rock hunting. I channel
Are
my
you,
inner Debbie.
are you doing anything about the boar?
I kind of just bend down and I use my ability to speak with animals to try to kind of talk to him and, you know, basically just comfort him and tell him that she's not suffering and, you know, whatever else I can say. And I try to offer whatever snacks anybody might have, see if we can maybe eat.
Okay. All right. So you are trying to comfort the boar. You guys are digging. And the bard is kind of probably humming to himself, looking for a big rock for several. You find him a big rock?
Yeah. I'm not carrying it back. I'll try, but after one good, nope, I give up and
Okay. Do you have your ballad for us?
no.
No.
I'm
Not
still.
yet? Still working on it, huh?
Yes, I was getting a rock. I'll have it before. I promise.
Okay. All right, so you guys take that time and you dig and you are getting this grave ready. The boar really doesn't do a lot of responding. He's definitely sad. He's definitely upset. It's not good on an animal companion when their person dies. So, once you guys do have a grave dug and the rock brought over, and Sunshine's been preparing the body, you guys go to lay Amala to rest.
Kind of just look around and be like, all right, we got to take this boar with us until we figure something out because we can't just let him sit here depressed.
If you'll come.
I think that
We
if
might
you-
have to carry him.
I think if you try to take that boar, the minute you set it down, it's going to come right back here.
And it is almost as big as TB.
It's a huge thing. There's no carrying.
It's more like a pony, whereas TB's the size of a horse.
Did we ever find out the name of this boar? I don't
No.
think she ever told us.
You know? Were you taking the saddle and such off?
Yeah. I want him to be more comfortable.
Okay. As you're taking off the armor and the saddle and such, you do find that somebody has carved his name into it, and his name was Borealis.
Borealis.
His ear kind of twitches toward you when you say his name, but especially once Amala's body is brought out, he comes over and sniffs at it and plops down right beside where you guys place her in the ground.
I'll try to start cleaning whatever. Just give him, maybe try to clean off mud or whatever is on him at least. Anything else I can think of.
Can you hollow this ground?
I'm pretty sure it's already hollowed.
Yeah, I don't want to assume, but
Give me occultism or nature, either one.
26 nature.
Okay, that is definitely what Amma did, was reconsecrate very quickly, I might add.
She reconsecrated the grounds, so we are standing on consecrated.
I don't know a whole lot about all that. I just know that she deserves to not be disturbed.
All right.
I know I'm not an animal aficionado, but as I kind of move around the dire boar, I will just kind of place my hand on him as I go by and, kind of scratch under his ear, just kind of know, I know animals are empathetic, and I feel the loss, and I know that he definitely feels the loss, but I also want him to understand that we feel the loss as well.
He's getting a bunch of little pats, and
Yeah.
as we finish repairing this,
All right.
Avery, would you like to say a prayer, or
Step forward and kind of say a small prayer towards Alma over the grave. And then I kind of say something about looking over Borealis and watching his little ears twerk, but he just still lays there. And then I look around and see if anybody else wants to say anything.
I think Sivril looks incredibly uncomfortable, and he's kind of like that older guy that comes into the church for the first time on Easter, and he's got kind of doesn't know what he's doing, and just kind of standing there, probably next to Barnabas, kind of like.
Well, we wrap up our little burial ceremony and toss a handful of dirt on her and go around and fill the grave.
When you're almost done putting the dirt, Borealis will kind of shift, and he's still laying on the ground, but he's more on his legs instead of on his side. And he's right there by it. He'll nose a little bit of the dirt on it, and then he just kind of flops onto it and lays there on the freshly dug earth.
You said that when she did the ritual, that a bunch of vines kind of just sprouted all over the place, right? Are they still there?
Yes. Vines, flowers.
I will kind of reposition the vine so that they cover the freshly dug earth. Again, I think in Several's mind, it's like she's going home and she's returning to the earth, and it's also like if people are going to pass through here, they're not going to see just a freshly dug mound with, her under there. So I'm pulling the vines over and just kind of making it look natural, I guess.
All right. Anybody else do anything? Or was that it?
I don't recall us doing anything else. I think we were all, for the lack of a better word, starstruck.
What did you do with the large rock that you had him go get? You had to go get.
Correct. I placed it at the head of the grave like a headstone.
Right.
And I will ask Avery if she can describe what the symbol of Alma is. I'm not very good. I will probably ask Barnabas's help to some degree of crafting or I don't know, like just very crudely I will chisel that onto the rock.
All
I mean,
right.
I am not an artist by any stretch of the imagination. I may even ask if Lenny will help, I don't know. But my goal is to put that symbol on the rock.
Okay. All right.
Kind of describe it to him, and then as I watch, as he kind of just tries to follow my description of the symbol on it.
I'm very, in this moment, I think this is probably the first time that he's probably ever been reverent toward this kind of thing. And as he's kind of chiseling into this rock, like before I hit my dagger with, the hammer or whatever I have, I will look at Avery for her approval that I'm making the right, move with the hammer.
All right. So you guys probably take a little time with that, creating a tree and the circle around it. A few plants beneath it. Some wheat, a piece of wheat that denotes the harvest, and maybe an apple on the other side. But taking your time, you probably could get quite the carving into it.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not very artistic, but I can tell it's a tree.
He looks good.
Hey, Seer,
Yes,
did the druid that died have a name?
Amala.
Mm-hmm. A-M-A-L-A?
Yes.
Okay. I'm updating the histories as we're talking.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Overwatch. So after your headstone was carved and the grave set, and it doesn't seem that you can convince Borealis to come with you. He's mourning, and you're not sure if he will mourn himself to death or if he will get up and move eventually, or perhaps he will guard this grove. But he definitely won't come with you. You all continued along your way, heading more toward Lenny's.
Yep.
Yep.
Probably because the beginning of the names there, Laura, Amma, and Amala, very similar, just different ending.
There are only 3 consonants in the language that is used in either degree.
A and M.
A, M's, K's, yeah.
D.
I don't have any of those in my name.
Oh, okay. They're all silent.
I have a D.
So if you rearrange those, they spell mad.
No,
But you just lifted that, spelled that.
that's
so
true.
Makes sense.
All right. So you guys,
Sarah, go buy us
are you leading the
Borealis.
grove? Is anyone doing anything else in the grove before you leave?
I'm probably pretty quiet. Probably for quite a ways as we're moving. I remember I was keeping pace with Barnabas, just kind of walking in silence next to him.
Silent reverence as we continue down our path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barnabas was also silent, but maybe for different reasons. Like every now and then during the walkout, I might like frustrated sigh and shake my head and just keep walking.
Laura has asked for a several actors aside.
Ooh.
I think in this moment, Several doesn't want to understand and doesn't believe that just happened. I think in Several's mind, the appropriate action would have been the goddess herself just brings her back to life. And so I think his silence is because he doesn't necessarily agree with the action, but he was reverent in the moment to respect that that's where she's going to stay, is in the ground.
So continuing on your journey quietly, only your footfalls through the woods. You
Barnabas.
guys continue back toward the road.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I wanted that to be different?
Probably because it should have been.
And I don't think we're having this conversation like as we're walking in a giant group. I think as we move kind of back and forth, I think this is something that Several's asking him kind of quietly.
That's how I remember it as well, yeah.
I shouldn't be upset that her soul was rescued from wherever it was. But why didn't she just bring her back?
That's just it. Why do they do anything? Like, how many times are they going to obfuscate and manipulate us into doing what they can be doing on their own while we have our own lives to live? Why can't they just go about their business and leave us to ours and stop putting us in harm's way and making us jump through hoops for what turned out to be pretty much nothing? That's how I see that.
You know, my dad said that we were better without them because my veneration of a deity was worth more than the tangibility that I would get in return.
Yeah, that makes sense to a degree.
I mean, Sunshine gets spells and can heal people and all these things. Avery can blow shit up with acid and talk to animals and grow vines and heal my bird when he gets into stupid shit. And guys like you, me, and even maybe Lenny, what do we get?
Well, what do mortals get on the whole anyway? We live, we die, and in the grand scheme of things, what does it mean? We're just pawns on a board for them to play with. And I grow tired of it.
I have to believe somewhere that is not the end game. I have to believe that. Look, I'm just frustrated. Sunshine believes so blindly and without question.
Right?
And that kind of faith is admirable, and it's a quality that I would love to have my own daughter have. Maybe not necessarily belief in a deity, but just blind loyalty and faith. But I just don't see the reason. It doesn't seem fair.
Exactly. That's because it's not, and it never has been.
Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Thanks for listening, man.
Well, thank you for listening to me. I know that my views don't necessarily align with many other people's, but I thought you of all people I could at least vent. And ultimately, we're still all here. Lenny made it through. And we're back on the journey we're supposed to be making.
That's true. And I will just kind of, like, as I kind of move away from Barnabas, I just kind of remember I put my hand kind of on his back, just kind of as a camaraderie, kind of, hey, thanks for listening, as I kind of went over and moved about my business.
All right. We'll continue on as you guys get back on the main road. And we'll pass that a bit and come to the beginnings of the canyon that actually holds Cypress Canyon. And the actual town that Lenny was from. Lenny, had you been back here since any of the, other than your trials?
Physically, no.
So you look around and you find that it doesn't seem, at least where you've come into the canyon, doesn't seem to have changed a lot. You guys get into a very rocky and dusty area. There's still some conifers that hold on to the walls here and there, but as you come to the canyon itself, not the town yet, but the canyon, you find these large walls where you've traveled down and into this beautiful layered rock. You see nature seems to flourish through here, and as you continue on through the canyon, it's kind of hard to find any way to be really quiet, as it does reverberate, and then there are places where it gets rather wide, and you wonder if maybe one day the rift itself will look something like this, or if it ever does seal off, if under the water would look like this. What you see before you as you get closer to the city is a very small, quaint looking city. small hovel homes, and a market that you can see from a distance in the center where the canyon has widened out and people have built their homes sometimes on a small shelf a little ways up the canyon. And you can see the stairs have been carved out. You see the market seems to be bustling and people are moving about. It looks quite the same as what you left. One thing that does stand out, though, that is different. You see a large stone building. It's definitely different craftsmanship than the rest of the buildings around, which most are stone with maybe a little bit of wood here and there as brace, but the large stone building dwarfs anything that is in the village, including temples.
As we got closer, I took Lenny's hand because I know where we're going, I know what we're doing. Just so he has his comfort, knows I'm there.
What is?
It looks like some kind of mansion, or maybe a barracks or something. It definitely looks like there are a few towers. It's probably about 3 or 4 stories high. And there seem to be guards along the top of the wall.
What kind of guards?
That would be perception.
Look like guards to me.
17.
24.
Okay. Anyone else
I have a
looking at the
15.
guards?
28.
28?
Nice.
I'm in my own thoughts.
Okay. 28. You can definitely see that those are dwarves up on that
That's
far
all I'm worried
building.
about.
Oh, look,
What
it's
did
a
you
bunch
get?
of turbies.
17.
17. It would take you a little while to be able to tell that they're dwarves. And Sunshine, you got
24.
24. You'll be able to tell rather quickly that it's dwarves up on the building. Unfortunately, most dwarves are not like Turby. So,
Oh, it's too bad.
So nobody's home.
there's definitely a lot of...
They're not as tall as Turby, so.
they're not like Turby.
They're not like
Oh, I
Turby.
just took that at the height. Sorry.
We'll have to take measurements, see if he's
they're
really
not
actually
tall.
tall.
Turby is definitely
Nice.
a more personable and nice dwarf than most.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the place looks quite the same as you approach. What did you all do? When
Can
you
I
came into
roll
sight?
a wisdom or an intelligence check to try and remember from the description and when we saw the vision of Lenny going through his trial of the town and where he lived in relation to these things as he was running through the town to the mine back and forth?
Yeah, I've covered a lot of the.
So you're wanting to try to see where his...
I'm trying to
open was?
remember through the vision of his trial. When we're coming into the town, I want to kind of know where he grew up versus like where the mine is, because these are the places that we went.
Okay.
Right? In the vision, he went to the house and then he went to the mine. And so I'm trying to, in my mind, I'm trying to correlate those two places in this town.
Well, you kind of look around as you guys are approaching, and you don't see a mine entrance on this side of the town. And the town stretches from one end of the canyon to the other, and sometimes up.
Right.
So you would assume that the mine entrance is beyond, on the other side of the town from where you guys are entering.
Okay.
And with that in mind, you know that his old home should be opposite almost of the big mansion that kind of dominates the scenery on the left-hand side, partially built into the partially
it-
built into the wall.
Is it there? Is the building there that was his home?
Give me perception.
25.
25. You trying to kind of look over top of buildings and see as you guys approach, and you're fast coming up upon being even with the town, the base of the town, but you do see what looks to be an intact home over there,
Okay.
and where you would assume it would be.
All right. I just kind of log that in my brain, just trying to put pieces together.
Okay.
And then I'm just following wherever he goes.
Okay. With your sister holding onto your hand for supporting you, you're heading toward Cypress Canyon, where you grew up.
I'm coming home.
Where would you like to go?
I don't know that I'd want to go. Like, I already know what's here for me. I don't want to deal with the reality of it all, so I'm just gonna stay on task. Where would I need to go for the dwarf or whatever it is that is responsible for everything?
Maybe the mine,
Okay, then
but you never really knew where he lived or where
so
he
we'll
stayed.
start at the mine and ask there.
I have an idea of where he is.
Well, you mean the big thing?
No.
No.
What's his name?
Asshole McAsshole. Sorry.
The asshole dwarf.
Yeah.
Did I
Is that
forget
the
the name for
Irish
the asshole
McCastles
dwarf?
or the Scottish McCastles?
I don't think so.
I don't
maybe
think I ever-
maybe the chat has the name.
Yeah, I don't think I. There
You
was
guys
a lot
wanna
going on. I never got his
Chat
name and
want
all
to
that.
give me a name for this jerk of a dwarf? For those of you that don't know, Lenny's father was killed in a mining accident where it was caved in, and he was trying to go and see his father when it happened to tell him his mother had taken a turn for the worse in her sickness.
Richard Heed.
Laura says Richard.
Pay the
Richard
points for that
Heed,
name.
huh? That is a pretty good one there.
It sounds very human.
It does sound pretty human, but I
But-
guess it depends on how we say it.
True.
I
Pay the points.
walk over to the large stone building.
Use channel points and we can name that, but only one person. Oh, look at that. Overwatch redeemed a name that. So what's his name, Overwatch?
Oh, it's gonna be Ricard Heed.
Ricard Heed. Spelled like Richard Heed.
Richard Head.
Dickhead for short.
Yeah.
Oh my. Ricard.
Ricard Heed it is. All right. Way to go, Laura. So, you are heading toward the dwarven building.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody telling him that there are dwarves up on the top of this big stone
I think
building?
that's where we all decided that we were going, was that one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you tell me there's dwarves up there, I'm definitely.
There's dwarves. As soon as I spot them, I tell him.
Okay.
Because if he's not looking, or
I am now no
Kinda
longer going to
meandering.
the mine. I'm going to.
that is definitely dwarven.
Are there guards by the door, or can I walk straight up to the door?
Well, you guys are walking, and are you going to skirt around the edge of the town, or are you walking straight through?
Oh, I'm
Because
walking.
you are looking at it as this. You're coming in the main road,
Mm-hmm.
and the town kind of does one of these in that area.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
At the far end, on to your left, and partially into the wall is the large stone mansion-type building.
Okay.
And there are small streets and such through the town, but you will have to go through the entire town to get over there, or go around on the side into the weaving through homes and such.
No, I'm
Beeline.
I'm going
Straight through.
straight
So
through.
you guys
I've
will
kind of,
be kind of walking right through the market.
I kind of
That's-
picked up Lenny's apprehension of not wanting to be here.
I don't want to deal with any of the
And-
reality of what's here.
So I will walk straight toward the building,
Yeah, and straight into that reality.
right through the marketplace.
No offense.
So you guys are heading through. People are hawking wares. You're hearing, this for sale, fresh produce right here, and then you hear, you there, Elden Lass with the hair, the bright. You look over and you see a young man.
Also makes julienne fries.
He looks at you and he says, you look very like someone I saw years ago. You wouldn't have happened to know Lenny, right? Lenny?
I never stopped with them. I'm still.
She had your hand.
Oh, are you still holding me? Damn it.
Yes. Well,
Lenny? It's me, Grant.
Grant?
Yeah. Man, I wasn't sure if they said an elven lady like walked out with a kid, but I didn't know if it was you. Man, you
Yeah.
that was me. And him.
man.
Grown up.
You have too. I just put on a lot of. He's quite a muscular human.
Yeah, me not so
He's
much.
how tall is Lenny again?
About 5'6".
Okay, he towers a good 4 or 5 inches over Lenny, and he looks like he's just been maybe cutting wood and splitting wood his
Lifting
entire life.
rocks
He's
his whole
just
Yeah,
a
life.
living
big,
here, yeah.
big beefy guy.
I'd be
He's
built like that too, but I didn't stay.
what have you been doing? Where have you been?
Been around, been traveling, been yeah, there's been a lot.
Well, I can see you getting
Made some new
Okay.
friends, made some new enemies. Just back to take care of some things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you weren't around. They kind of somebody else is living in your old house. Just figured you might want to know that.
What?
Well, I mean,
Not surprising.
with your,
Don't care.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're good people. They're nice people, but there's some people in there after about a year of it sitting empty. You know, I think it was. I think it was the governor up there that decided that it shouldn't stay empty. So,
I'm glad
Who's
at
the
least
governor? By the way.
well, I mean, you might as well say it's Heed, but it's not. It's actually Dietrich. Yeah, Dietrich made governor, man. But I'm pretty sure he's just kind of does what Heed says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always has been kind of a yes man.
Well, I mean, they did open the mines back up.
That's
Town was kind of floundering.
no, you guys need it. I get it. I'm glad my house went to somebody nice. Not thrilled about that, but I get it. We've got to move on.
Do you remember Bentley?
Bentley,
Yeah.
he's still around?
Yeah, he got married to a rather pretty lass, and technically, they just had a baby. They're the ones living in your house.
Oh, well, why didn't you say that?
Well, I mean, I just figured you'd know. I didn't know if you were gonna go home or
Well,
what you were gonna do.
I didn't really
and
know either.
I
but-
also didn't realize that was you. Man, you grew.
Yeah,
Just a
Li-
little. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
I just kind of walk up as the conversation is kind of naturally coming to like an awkward pause, and I just put my hand on Lenny's shoulder and give him that subtle squeeze that we're here for something that's not this.
And your squeeze is definitely not a hey.
Nope.
It's a
Hey.
it's a more of a friendly
Yeah, it's
gesture,
kinda like-
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just a reminder.
He kind of you see this guy Grant kind of look at you and look at your hand on his shoulder, and then he kind of goes, "I see you got some good friends with you." The man doesn't flinch even at the
Really?
sight of your face, even though you guys have heard some people gasp and look away at the sight of Several's scarring, and this guy just doesn't even seem to make a motion about it. He puts out his hand though. I'm Grant.
I will reach my hand out and I will say, I'm Several.
By the way,
Good
I'm
to meet you,
Sunshine.
Sunshine. That seems fitting.
Yeah.
I think you were taking care of Lenny.
This is Avery. That's Barnabas.
Hey, Avery. Barnabas.
Well met.
I don't wanna keep you guys obviously.
We
here.
appreciate your hospitality, though.
Hey, if you speaking of hospitality, I mean, I've got 3 rooms, and I've not got a wife. Pa passed, so it's just me. If you do need a place to stay while you're here,
If we have time, we'll take you up on that.
well, if you need a place to stay, you know where I live. It hasn't changed. I'm still in Dad's old home.
It's good to see not everything changes around here.
But if you need something, you know
Yeah.
where to find me.
I'll let you know. But we gotta get going.
Of course. It's good to see you, Lenny.
Tell Grant to say hi. Tell Grant.
That is
Tell
great. Bentley.
Bentley.
All
I
right.
said hi. I'm talking to Grant.
All right.
Back
Maybe
to the
you can-
castle.
Maybe we can stay for supper and you can catch up with everyone
If we have time.
if we have time. And just so you know, if we have time means if we're not running away.
Pretty much.
Not saying that to Grant.
Yeah,
Just
you guys
interpreting
kind of
for the audience.
walk off and talking as you do. I mean, this guy doesn't. He just kind of stands there for a moment and goes back to what he seemed to be doing. So you guys make your way through town. You might have a few more people here and there that
Yell out for Sunshine.
yell toward Sunshine and ask, if you knew what happened, if you were the elf that pulled the boy from the mine. One's a very, very elderly woman. And when you point to Lenny, she kind of goes, "That's not him. That boy was a twat."
Yep, that's him.
Well, hopefully you took care of the twat part. And she just kind of totters off. But you do see a couple people.
That's getting clipped.
Lenny, roll a d20 for me.
I don't want to roll a d20 for you.
That's not him. He was a twat.
2.
2. You are not sure who the hell that old woman was. You are not sure at all. You
She probably
cannot
took care of me at
place
some
it.
point in my...
Maybe, I mean, you're not sure, but maybe you
Probably
pranked
broke a
her or did
window.
something
Oh, for
silly.
sure.
You never know. But you can't quite place who that is. But you guys continue on, and there were probably about 2 or 3 people, including her, calling him.
A twat.
Oh yes. But
Oh, I
Guess
didn't
not.
know you were so loved here, Lenny.
they say hello, and they kind of move on, but they don't hold you up as long as Grant did. But you guys make your way through, and veer to the left and toward this looming, huge building.
You know, you should have realized that we were going to get stopped. You're walking with me. I'm
I
recognizable.
forget about the you part.
the
Are there guards at the door? Or is it just a stairway and some doors?
There's definitely stairs carved into the side of the canyon all the way up to it, and what you see up there is a very large, pretty plain, actually, door, double door. And there are 2 guards outside, almost as if this is some kind of palace.
Did we discuss how we were going to handle this, or are we just winging it? Whatever Lenny feels like in the moment.
I really didn't have a whole lot of plan. I'm just kind of going into this with blind anger.
Right. So you're not seeking justice. You're seeking revenge.
Sure.
There's a difference.
Sounds the same to me. I'll calm down.
I know.
I'm sure I'll calm down, but the first sight of seeing this when I get home, yeah, it incites some feelings.
Yeah, we're walking straight into his domain without a plan.
What do you suggest we do?
I mean, we kind of do that anyways. We kind of just go places without much of a plan and just hope we don't die.
What is it you want, Lenny? What is it you're after?
Revenge for my father's death, but
In what capacity? Are you looking eye for an eye, or you want this guy dead? What will satiate your revenge?
I guess I've never thought about it.
You need to know what that...
Would killing him make anything better? Ultimately,
I can tell you,
he has leads to a peace that we need.
Possibly.
I can tell you that no amount of sword swinging will bring him back.
As someone who's been through this before, what do you recommend? I hadn't really put together a plan.
Apparently I'm on a path of destruction. I probably wouldn't ask me what my recommendation is.
I never bothered to stop to think about what I'd do when I got to this moment.
Well, in your trials, we went and got the constable.
In my trials, there wasn't a fortress.
That's true. But
What if you were to seek an audience with this Heed and, through parlay, learn what you can learn, and if you decide at that point that you have to exact your vengeance, I'm with several, it's not going to change anything, but, it looks like, just looking, I've never been here before, but just looking around, these people probably suffer to keep that maintained.
We're not
Yes,
exactly
at the
a-
base of the stairs that lead up to the building, having this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give two
Pretty
shits.
much.
Yeah.
I will,
They stopped me before storming the castle blindly, so yeah, pretty much this is where we're having this conversation.
yeah, it's
I
pretty
will-
much we get to the stairs and
I will look up
she
at the,
goes, what are you doing?
I will look at the 2 guards that are standing there.
They seem to be watching you. They have beards that come out from under helmets.
Yeah, and I go like this.
Oh shit. I haven't seen several hit a guy in a minute.
You do notice that a few up on the walls have stopped and
Well, I'm
are
not going to
watching.
shout my agenda across the town.
Then perhaps you should come walking up here. But I'm not leaving my post for you, elf.
I didn't say you had to leave your
Or you can shout from the bottom of the stairs or come up here and speak.
I put my hand on Lenny's back, and I push him forward, and I take 1 step back, and I put my hand on the hilt of my short sword.
Which is back to its normal coloration.
My hand?
Your sword.
Oh, I was like,
It is no longer cold iron.
excellent.
You got shoved forward. Are you gonna ascend the stairs
I
and
will
get closer?
ascend the stairs and yes.
Okay. It's a little bit of a trek. It's about 20 feet to get up there to where they are and be 5 feet between you two.
Okay.
So, dwarf and Arm are standing there looking at you. Two of them. What do you want?
Me and my companions would like to request an audience with the master of the castle.
Well,
If that's something that can be arranged.
and who are you to be asking for an audience?
Nobody you'd know, but last I was here I was a boy. If you ask around, I'm sure they know.
Name?
Leonard
Do you have a surname?
Boswell.
Boswell. All right. He turns and just kind of clangs his gauntlet against the door. You hear this thump of metal on wood, and a small metal slit goes shunk. And he repeats it to the hole and the eyes that are there, about dwarf eye level. Leonard Boswell, here to see the master. It shunk. Where do you stay? Maybe he'll send for you with a time, and maybe he won't. He's a busy dwarf.
I'm sure he is. And I'll give him Grant's address, I guess.
Okay. Well, you can wait for a few if you want, but more than like, he won't see you at least until tomorrow.
So. Okay. Well, thank you.
You go back to just kind of staring past you.
I'll making my way back down.
Okay.
Downtown.
Yes. So they won't see us today. But if he's any sort of man, once he hears that name, I'm sure he'll be coming.
Where's the closest bar?
He wouldn't know. He wasn't old enough.
Hold on. I smell cheap perfume that way. The bar's got to be close.
Wow.
Well, you do know that your father used to speak of going to the Rocky Well every once in a while. And if it's still there, I mean, it'd be toward the market.
Naturally. Oh, we just walked right by that shit and didn't even...
Well, you weren't in the mood for an ale,
No.
so
I was in the mood to impale.
I will go to, what was it called? The Rocky Well?
The Rocky Well.
Rocky Well.
the Rocky Well.
I will go in and I will walk straight to the bartender
Okay.
and I will lay 10 gold on the counter. In
Gold?
Front, 10 gold on the counter in front of him.
You mean plat?
10
He
gold,
said gold, I
on
Good
the
grief.
counter in front of him. And I will say, I don't care your name. You don't care my name. I want to know everything about this heed, motherfucker. You can get back to me. I'm sure there's a list.
Hey, Lenny.
I'll be over there.
Hey, Lenny. There's a little stage over there.
He quickly scoops that coin up so that nobody sees, and
There's, yeah.
as soon as you take a step away, he stuffs it away. Looking around, trying to make sure nobody's seen. He's trying to be stealthy about it. I mean, he's not very stealthy about it, but he's trying to be a little stealthy about it. And
I will actually roll perception.
oh no, it doesn't. He doesn't even hit your perception DC.
No. I'm looking to see if anyone else sees.
Oh, you want to see if anybody else sees?
22.
You see maybe one or two people take notice of the large amount of coin. You see one woman and one man. They're in different areas of the tavern.
Demoralized 34.
Which one?
Whichever one is closest.
Okay.
The one that noticed.
That would be the woman.
And I just, because I have intimidating glare, so I don't even have to say anything. I can just turn and
give
look.
her a look.
Yep.
All right.
Lenny, distraction.
Having never
This is
been in
not
here,
One of those.
you've never been in here. You knew your father used to come, but they do have a small stage. And I believe you do owe us a bard ballad.
I do owe you a bard ballad, but this song was not made to be sung in front of this type of crowd. It's depressing as fuck for a...
Oh no. Maybe just sing it in the corner then.
To yourself.
While crying softly.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Strumming my
Well, as soon as
with
they
my
recognize who you are,
fingers.
it may make sense.
One time.
One time.
Wrong universe.
Singing this ballad that's paid for.
Two time.
Paying the
Sorry.
bills with this song.
We've all joined in now. All right.
Let's hear it, Lenny.
You got
Well,
us a bard
okay.
ballad?
I do have a small little bard ballad, and I'm enjoying using this one just because it amuses me.
Okay.
I heard there was a secret chord I use a lot, but I'll change the words. The grace of Amma flowing all around us. We lost a friend who we'd never known. Amala, we will avenge your soul. This death and pain will stop, I swear this to you. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
That was awesome, Lenny. I love it.
Super good.
Very good. Very, very nice.
I like that song.
I do too. I do too.
Andrew,
Overwatch is
That's
crying.
Such a good one.
gotta pay the bills.
Oh, he got a little tear on me here. I'm trying not
Stuff.
to.
It was,
That was very good.
Laura says you sing well and you should do that more often.
That's why there's an option for a bard
Agreed.
song.
Let's do it
Because
next time
we
when I'm
know
less
this.
nervous.
How did we make that happen? Just channel?
Channel points,
Yeah,
baby.
channel
boom,
points,
boom, boom.
baby. 300 channel points. You
is that all I
make
gotta
the
do?
bard
I've
sing.
got like 30,000.
Yo, bro. Hey, I have infinite.
over 45. Okay.
I have 20.
I have infinite. You can
20,000.
sing
All right, let's
every
go.
episode.
Let's go. From now
Hey,
on,
you know what? John Sierra makes him
I know.
sing
Yeah.
just about every episode.
everyone, I love him for it.
He is fantastic. All right. So
That's how Serval used to do it. He'd just get somebody to pay me, and hey, now the bard's
Bingo.
singing.
Barnabas came back from the, I came back from the bar with 2 ales, one for me and one for Lenny.
okay.
And I just give him a nod. Well done. Well done.
All right.
Fielding questions. Are you the lass that was here 12 years ago?
No, no.
Yeah.
Are you the elven
Yes,
lass that
yes,
took the
yes.
boy from the mine?
I did. I did.
Are you the elven lass that did that? Oh wow.
That's him right there.
Hey.
I just kind of like grudge drink my drink as I'm waiting for this guy to give me information.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's like I don't really care how strong the drink is. I'm just drinking it down.
He's drinking out of spite now. He doesn't.
I've never wanted to make a place kindling more in my life.
You're gonna have to figure out how to burn stone.
That's why it's made of rock.
We'll figure it out.
Will stone burn? Find out.
I can tell you
Oh, I
what.
hope you guys could hear Overwatch back there. That was
I
brilliant.
can tell you this. If I bar that door, they have to get out, and fire hurts.
Can we cook it?
Don't remind
Yes,
me.
we. Ooh. I have an
Aren't most ovens made of stone?
Yeah, I have an expert in cooking dwarfs. I mean,
Saying.
We about to figure the
cook
fuck
any
out real
dwarfs.
quick, I guess.
Oh,
The things that are not stone are gonna burn. We'll just say that for now.
and dwarves are not stone.
So you
Hey,
guys
Zara.
you guys are flexes claws.
Kitty's on a mission.
Looks at the stone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she probably climbed it. You guys are sitting, drinking, probably having a little bit to eat, maybe. It's not too bad. This is a bar, a tavern. They've got okay food. They definitely have a very strong ale. It's filling. It's dark. It's a deep, dark, filling ale. And you do have the occasional question and such. And after about 10 minutes, when the wench comes over to kind of take a look and see if you need any refills and such, she does hand you a small slip of paper.
The tea's done.
Must be Sunshine's.
Yeah, I'll take tea with that.
I drink wine.
She will give you that small slip of paper, and when you open it, it says that, from the bartender, obviously, it says, we will have a conversation once the crowd dies down, and we can do it privately.
Where did you tell him we were going to be, Lenny?
You look up toward the bar, you see the bartender go,
I'll get up.
Oh. I give him Grant's address. It's only. I'm sure he knows where to come find us if somebody comes looking for me.
things quiet down
It's
around
the only
here
physical address I had.
in a few hours or so. In between getting off work and market closing, it gets a little busy in here. So it'll get a little busier, and then it'll quiet down after a few hours. We can talk then.
Great.
But I'm not going anywhere, so if you got something to do before then, I'll be around.
I will tell all of them that I will gather information out of the bar. If they want to stay, they're more than welcome. If they want to go to Grant's house in case Ricard Heed gets back to them, they can do that as well.
I'm gonna go get some stuff for a good stew for dinner and see if there's anyone around still that I helped before and catch up and see how they're doing.
Okay. So you socialize for your
Yeah.
bit.
And shop for food and random things to pull out of my bag and for several to go, how did you get that?
That seems to be a thing for you, yeah. Is anybody going with Sunshine, or she's going by herself? Okay.
Probably. I think it's better if I stay put.
Okay. And you are leaving to go to Grant's, or no? Staying at the Rocky Well.
I'll stay at the Rocky Well.
Okay.
If no one else is going with Sunshine, then I'll get up and go with her.
Okay.
I'm not going to let her walk alone.
It's not ideal, but being that I'm what they're looking for.
I will make sure as I leave, I will look at the bartender and I'll be back.
I expect so. All right. So, as you guys kind of split and you go shopping and picking up things and talking to people, and I take it you other three are sitting in the bar, tavern, just drinking a little bit.
Yeah, as long as they're here, I'll stay here. If they leave, I'll go to Grant's.
Well, I just step outside because I want to clean myself from that whole
She's stepped
experience.
there.
I would hope
Fair.
during the travel you might have done
We all
that.
took
but,
care of that. We-
yeah.
I wanted
We
to
weren't
clean
traveling with you
myself
like that.
good. Okay, I ate and
Yes, this is Avery.
Had a
We
drink,
call her scum and villainy.
very strong drink after that. Hopefully, I won't remember that tomorrow, but I'm sure I will.
Oh yeah.
And I go outside and I try to find, a creek or something
Okay.
that wash myself.
Yeah, you can find a small creek or something a little bit toward the edge of town. You can get washed up. Zara, of course, is watching you like you're insane getting into water. She stays back as you're doing your thing and just
Kind of
looks
just look at her like,
mortified.
do you not smell this? This is disgusting.
She lifts her paw and licks it.
And then knocks your
back
hot
down.
cup of tea over.
What? No, bad kitty. No, do not. And then she just
I plan on
Yeah,
going
she
to
does it anyway.
I
All
plan on
right,
going
so-
to Grant's Ball after this.
We have Avery getting cleaned up in the creek, you guys sitting at the rocky well, and you two moving through what little bit is open still in the market. And that's where we're going to end tonight, with the party separated. And we'll see you guys next time on Elite Encounters, where we continue Soul Severed.
Oh.
I feel like I made a mistake.
I feel like I fucked up.
I mean, it's you guys' memories. I'm sure you guys know what's coming because, I mean, you split the party. What happens?
Something.
Nothing.
But we'll have to
because no
see.
one cooked.
Nothing because no one cooked,
Yeah,
really.
That's probably true.
No, I was
Scratch,
going to
this
Grant's
is
to
where I
go
fuck up.
cook. I just had to buy stuff to add to it.
I
Which
guess
is-
that would be where we have to cook.
Ah.
So yeah, I'll probably go to Grant's.
Well, at the moment, you were still sitting in the rocky
At
Yeah,
the
well.
moment,
but
you're
after-
having a
yeah.
bar.
Crazy.
Yep. All right. Join us next time.
Thank you very much.